東南アジア、ミャンマー。2021年に起きた軍事クーデターでこの国から自由と日常が奪われました。クーデターに反対する市民は当初平和的なデモで抗議しましたが、国軍は武力で容赦なく弾圧。平和的な手段に限界を感じた一部の若者たちが自ら武器を取り、ミャンマーは内戦状態に突入しました。今回インタビューしたのは最前線で戦う民主派武装勢力の兵士、偶然にも私と同い年の30歳です。かつては会社を経営し、順風満帆な生活を送っていた彼が、なぜ全てを捨てて銃を握ったのか。内戦が続くミャンマーの今に迫ります。今はですね、PDF People's Defense Force の略称なので、国民防衛隊で兵士を務めているという方のですね、暮らしている場所にやってきました。どこに住んでいるかっていうところがバレてしまうと、彼のこの身の安全が脅かされるリスクがあるということで、あえてですね、建物の外観とかを映さずに、ちょっともう部屋の中から撮影をスタートしています。この後ですね、PDF の兵士の方に質問をしていくことで、ミャンマーの状況について皆さんにお伝えしようと思います。PDF とはどういう組織なんでしょうか。
国民防衛隊、簡単に言うとその民主派の武装勢力ですね。で、中でも2021年のクーデター以降に誕生した人々で、 APP などでも見てきた通りですね、クーデター直後は多くの若者たちが街に出て抗議デモに参加していったんですね。で、その抗議デモにいた人たちが非武装であくまで平和的な手段で抗議をしていたにもかかわらず、ミャンマー国軍による実弾などによる迫害、弾圧を受けて非武装の運動に限界を感じた若者たちの一部がですね、少数民族たちの武装勢力の下で訓練を受けて、実際に武器を取って自分たちを自衛するという目的で始まったのが PDF、その名の通りディフェンスフォースって言っている通りなんですけど、特筆すべきなのはやはりすごく草の根的に始まっていったんですね。要はそういう大規模な組織を作ろうという、何か大きな力があったのではなく、あくまで一人一人抗議デモに参加していた人々が数十人数百人単位で地方に散らばってですね、抵抗する手段として始めていったのが全国的に拡大していってですね、それを民主派の政府が PDF という名前を付けて、後にその大きな民主派勢力の中の一部の防衛省の中の組織として位置づけたという流れがあります。なので、多くのその PDF 兵士たちも昔からずっと兵士だったわけではなくて、クーデター以前は普通の大学生だったりとか、すごく普通のビジネスマン、会社員だったりとか、武器を取って、今4年5年経とうとしているということになっています。なので今このタイの国境メソッドにある PDF の方にこれからインタビューをされるということですけども、彼なんかは今でもまさにその前線に行っているという人で、たまたま国境地帯に任務があってきているという、そういう貴重な機会として話を聞かせてもらえるということですね。ぜひ耳を傾けてほしいなと思います。
先ほど一部の若者たちが少数民族の武装勢力に入って軍事訓練を受けたっていうふうに言ってましたけれども、それは少数民族の武装勢力っていうのはつまりミャンマーが独立して以降ずっと少数民族とビルマ国軍の間で戦闘が続いていたからこそ、その軍事的な知識であるとか、軍事的なその要素みたいなものを少数民族の人たちが持っていたからこそ、そこにある意味助けを求めて入っていったっていうことですか。
そうですね、まさにその通りで、ミャンマー国内ではですね、ビルマ国軍、ミャンマー国軍と長い間内戦をしてきたカレン族だったりとか、タイの国境だとそのカレン族やカレンニー族って言われる人々がいるんですけど、60年70年という内戦を経験してきた人々、彼らはずっと軍から弾圧をされてきて、それに抵抗する手段としてそういった武装勢力を維持してきた、そういう長い経験を持っているので、彼らの下でその大都市出身のそのビルマ族の若者たちが訓練を受けて PDF だったりとか、 PDF 以外にもいくつかそういう民主派の武装組織というのがあるんですけど、そういう抵抗勢力を結成してですね、ミャンマーの未来を良くするためというふうに考えて戦っているというふうに認識しています。
Thank you so much for your cooperation today. What was your life in Myanmar before the coup d'etat?
မြန်မာပြည်မှာကိုထူးရဲ့ဒါပုံမှန်ပေါ့နော် daily life
မြန်မာပြည်မှာတော့ဒီဂျင်ဖွင့်နေပေါ့နော်ဂျင်ဖောင်နာတယောက်နောက်တစ်ခုကကျွန်တော် concession ဆောက်လုပ်ရေးလုပ်ငန်း
before the coup, he worked as a small business owner, he owned a gym, and also himself he is also a gym trainer, and also he worked for construction, and also he do for the real estate business, and moreover he do for the car selling business. That's why he make a kind of small corporation that's named a 3M Group, and also he built it. So before the coup, he is a kind of business owner.
တင်ငင်ကကြတော့ဒီမီစုရဲ့NLD ဆိုရခင်လက်ထက်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီမှာကျွန်တော်တို့တွေဒီ
before the coup, especially under the NLD government, huge changes. It started decades ago. It is around 2017 it started, and also he mentioned that not only him even but also for the other Myanmar people, they could feel that the changes and all the people getting hopeful, and also even in the real eyes, kind of like a real development happening. Like for example, like before that, for the electricity, is really with a kind of specific time, and even some of the village and for the specific area in Myanmar, they are not allowed to get electricity and they cannot get it. But around 2017, they started even in the village, they could get a kind of 24-hour electricity. And after that, about the road and transportation and everything's developed. Not for the normal citizens, for the people, the families of the soldiers, even in the military compound, even if you ask them, they know that the Myanmar is a kind of really changes under the value of the democracy, and also they could feel the real freedom. This is a kind of the beginning taste of the democracy. They feel that all the people are also hopeful for that. But the coup happened, everything's kind of tear away. Yeah.
When the coup happened, what happened around you and how did you feel?
အာနာစတိန်တဲ့အချိန်မှာခံစားရတာပေါ့။ကျွန်တော်ကဒီ NLD ကရွေးကောက်ပွဲအမတ်
Yeah, at the time he found out the coup happened, because he was also a kind of business owner, and also he took as the MP of the NLD party. That's why kind of people they realized that the coup could happen tomorrow, but they already know the news around 8 p.m. But for them there's no way to stop, or they can only feel a kind of Myanmar is under the way of the development, and that they could feel the value of the democracy. But now it's a kind of bring everything back to the kind of old era. During the coup is that, so he feel really sad and kind of unstable his mind, he don't know how to deal with that. And moreover, during the case or during the time of the protest, the military they show and they kill a lot of the youths. They use the very fast carbine military snipers. They shoot and they kill over the thousands of youths. He cannot capable even they protest no arms, no violence, even in the peaceful way they have been killed. So okay, they have to try their best, and he feel really sad, and he became like that.
Can you describe why you decided to join PDF, or why you decided to take up arms against military government?
ဘာကြောင့်ရွေးချယ်လဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျွန်တော်ဆန္ဒပြတဲ့အချိန်မှာကျွန်တော်ရှေ့မှာပဲကျွန်တော်မျိုးကဒီတယောက်ကိုသူတို့တွဲပို့
Even during the protest, there's a guy he know that from his hometown area, so they protest together. At that time, the military shoot him with the shot in front of his eye. He found out, and he got shocked. He realized something, because the youths are continuous doing the kind of peaceful protest, and to take back the thing the thing they want is democracy is a democracy. But he understand that democracy cannot be gained by a peaceful way, because they are facing with the proper military, and with the people even no guns, no kind of harmful stuff. At the beginning, of course, they try their best with the peaceful way to get the thing they want, but the military gave them back only the bullet, RPG, small bomb, every kind of serious stuff. So he decided, okay, there's only one left. So to take back the democracy, at first they have to fight. Only after that they can rebuild to gain the democracy again. That way, they decided, and also they left his hometown area around the 2021st March. And after that, they took the PDF training.
I heard that sometimes you go to the front line between Myanmar military and PDF, but do you feel feared about death?
ကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီခြေရန်နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့နှစ်ချက်ပေါ့နော်ကြောက်လာဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အကြောက်ခဲ့
For them, for the PDF, of course, they are the people. So this is kind of risking their life. They have a kind of small fear about a battle, because both sides like completely different, using the weapons or something like that. Of course, they are kind of heavy armory missile or artillery shoot, they use it, and or they use a plane or something like that. Of course, they're afraid it, but they afraid more. They are thinking even during the battles. They thought that, of course, they are fighting for democracy and to make the country right again. But after they experience in the battle, they really fear that our country never be a normal again. And there's also another feelings like although it is a battle, but for PDF, they are fighting against kind of the country army. This is just killing like own people. And for the military, of course, they are also killing its own civilians, thousands or like 100,000 of people or something like that. So they have no choice for the PDF. They have no choice because like the army is like kind of constitution. They have born in Myanmar as only by controlled by a small group or kind of dictators. They have been controlled. So to take down that constitution, they have to start from the very base and from the buttons. That's why like after he choosing to be a PDF, the battle is like cannot be avoided.
What would you like tell Japanese viewers about the current situation in Myanmar?
ဂျပန်ကဒီပြည်သူတွေအကုန်လုံးပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီဟိုလက်ရှိမြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာ
To all the respectful like Japanese people, this revolution started with a very peaceful way since 2021. Burmese people they against the dictator without any violence and like with a peaceful way. They cannot overcome with that. So they have to choose for the armed resistance. Honestly, armed resistance only started like it's only about 3 years. Like they probably announced and like they start doing that before that they already provide for the Myanmar military. They could change or not, but they didn't. That's why they're doing their best. Even within 3 years. Now with the ethnic armed forces and the PDF, or they are taking back from the military is over 90 townships. And also there's a lot of like kind of control areas. Even they cannot express. That's why we want to inform to all the Japanese like people like please focus and help as much as you can to be aware. The revolution started from 2021. It keep going. It's continuously going until now. They are also under fighting to the dictators. This is not just only the kind of the battle to take back the democracy. It is not only happening in Myanmar. Even there are some other country in the war are happening like that. So if the people didn't against to the dictators, the world will become a place that controlled by the dictator in one day. That's why the people have to fight back to the dictator. He advised to the people from Japan like please don't forget, please don't neglect, and please focus and please support as much as you can on the way on the journey of the Myanmar people to gain back the democracy.
Okay, thank you so much for your very strong message to Japanese people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
He cannot believe that they are in the same age. How old are you?
30
31st.
31st.
31st. 29. We are almost same generation.
Yeah.
become military
当時25歳。
Oh yeah, 20. When,
now 5 years old
yeah. When is your birthday?
1 2
Oh yeah, February.
95 this day
Yeah, the day.
military code
彼は誕生日が2月1日だったみたいで、本当にそのミャンマーのクーデターが起きた日に誕生日で、その時新しいジムをオープンしようっていう計画があったみたいですね。でもそういうのも全部クーデターで全部こうなくなってしまったっていうふうに言って。Yeah, anyway, thank you so much.
yeah thank you so much
Please be safe.
yeah
Please be safe. Now you work as a translator, but have you yourself ever thought about taking up arms to fight against military government?
Of course, yes. When it could happen, I was so serious about that because at the time my wife was pregnant, 3 months pregnant, my son at the time. So of course at the time I was only thinking about that. I don't want my son to live under the like dictator or something like that. So the coup, of course, the consequence is like they will trying to control Myanmar anyway. That's just why I try my best. I leave my wife. She is also like a government like officers. Like I told her like she also joined the CDM and like she went back to her parents. Like I'm also very deep in like revolutions. At the beginning, I protest even at my hometown. I try to organize kind of military training 2 times. I also try to make a kind of myself like to make a column or something like that. Of course, they trying to chase us. Like the military is like trying to catch us. And even there was a kind of meeting. Like me and other groups are like 9 people. So at the time, the military about like the soldiers about over 200. They trying to surround it and like we trying to disappear because of like we experience about the military trainings and we use those tactics and also we sleep even in the like a suiway for the whole night and the next morning like we trying to like dispute the people and after that we like trying to run away from like our hometown area into like kind of ethnic armed forces group area and after that we spent there about over like almost a year. Yeah, and I realized that like the revolutions like won't end easily. It will take times. Even at that time I was imagine like at least our revolution would take about 5 years or over 5 years. My wife also have a lot of pressures from her office and also from her home village. You know, inside Myanmar, if you like accept the CDM people, like even the other people who accept the CDM people have a threat by the military or something like that. That's why I make a decision. Now I have a son and I have a wife. Of course, I took the responsibility for the country, this revolution. Now is the time to take the responsibility for my father's duty. I cannot do any with like a arm resistant or arm like forces for that. So like I would choose the soft way. So I start calling my wife to like to run onto me Thai side. And after that we trying to survive here. Like I do like related works like to support like refugee people and also like I do the revolutionary podcast and also like I try to work as much as I can and I try to support as much as I can. And now I live like that.
So your sister?
Yeah, my sister.
Your sister is in Japan?
Yeah, Japan in 10 years.
For 10 years?
Yeah, for 10 years.
Yeah. Which city?
Nagoya.
Nagoya?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so
My
surprised.
sister.
Hello.
จะได้รู้ก็แล้ว
こんにちは。
こんにちは。こんにちは。
お兄さんにインタビューをさせてもらってました。
頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。頑張ります。ありがとうございます。
Okay.
いや、
バイバイ。
今日インタビューをした PDF の兵士のように武器を持って国軍と戦うっていう選択をした人もいれば通訳の方のように別の道でクーデターに対抗する道を選んだっていう人もいるし、もしくは最初の頃は平和的手段を使ってデモ活動に参加していたけれどもやっぱり時間が経つにつれて日常生活に戻っていった人もいると思うんですよね。そういうところのその分岐点、何が理由である人は武器を持って戦う、ある人は日常生活に戻る、ある人はまた別の方法でクーデターに対抗する、何が分岐点になってると思いますか？
なかなかちょっと想像するのが難しいけどね、やっぱりその一個一個の決断によってものすごく人々の人生が変わっていってしまったと思うし、それをなかなか、外側にいる人間がどういうふうに見るかっていうのはすごい難しいとは思うんですよ。ただやっぱり一個言えるのは、初めは確かにクーデターが起きて多分勢いというか感情に任せてそういうことをした人もいるとは思うんですけど、それが今4年5年経っているっていうことを考えると、それだけこの、命がけの活動を続けているっていうことにはやはり少なからずすごい信念がやはりあるというふうに思いますし、またその中でねいろんな喪失がある。それは身近な家族、友達が亡くなったとかたくさんのトラウマがあって、それを経験して今も続けているっていうことがあると思いますし、その中で武器ではなくて、カメラを使って抵抗運動をしている人もいれば、出みたいにその他の通訳だったりとかメディア発信をして続けている人もいれば、本当に人それぞれの方法で今いろいろなことにたどり着いていると思うんですけど、いろんな方法で抵抗している人もいますし、あくまでそういう自由を求めて戦っている人々についてやっぱり皆さんにも知ってもらいたいなと思いますね。
今回は私と同世代である民主派勢力の兵士にインタビューを行い、クーデターで日常を奪われた若者の過酷な現実に迫りました。私たちの戦いを忘れないでほしい。 そんな彼の痛切なメッセージが画面越しのあなたに少しでも届いていれば嬉しく思います。皆さんが今回の動画を見て何を感じたか、ぜひ率直な感想をコメント欄で聞かせてください。ミャンマー取材の動画はまだ続きますので、次の動画も見逃さないようにぜひチャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。ということで今回も最後までご視聴くださりありがとうございました。また次回の動画でお会いしましょう。